Have you ever been asked a question about your family history that you didn't know the answer to? By asking questions, you can learn so much about your family history, and you might be surprised at the information that you discover.
I know I was surprised when not so long ago I attended a family reunion in Virginia and saw firsthand the 5-star flag my grandmother was awarded by the government during World War II for having 5 sons in the military at the same time. In addition to finding out about this difficult time that my grandmother must have gone through, I also found out that my father was one of many that took advantage of one of President Roosevelt's New Deal programs called the CCC, which is the Civilian Conservation Corps. They built the Skyline Drive, which is a highway that extends through the Blue Ridge Mountain. He gave all his money he earned to his family to survive the hard times of the Depression. I had no idea how difficult life was for my grandmother with 5 sons in the military at one time, or how difficult my father's life must have been. So it really gave me insight into what their lives were like and understanding more about my family.
I always knew my father played basketball in the 1955 Pan American Games in Mexico City, representing the United States. What I didn't know about that story was that my parents used their last $200 to get my mother down to Mexico City to watch my father and his teammates grab the gold medal at the Pan Am Games. That $200 went a long way in Mexico City. They did sightseeing, they ate out, they bought souvenirs. Unfortunately, that $200 didn't get them any farther on the way back home than Tijuana. What I learned from that story was that my parents weren't just always my parents. They were footloose, fancy-free newlyweds at one time in their life, having the time of their life. It gave me a good perspective on them in their younger years. We've heard so many great family stories this past year. We're truly convinced that preserving a life story is a true act of love.